All right. Women's pre-owned coats and jackets. We're going to be going over $100. Let's go to solds, sort Z to A, and we will select sell through under $40 or under 40%. Patagonia Barber. Let's go for Barber. Barber is a pretty big brand. It's a 30% sell through above $100. All right. Select see all. So it is my spreadsheet. I do think you should buy it. Um, it is a subscription service. $10 a month. I do update the spreadsheet because honestly, the market moves. Um, I had my own Bolos in there, but it is really worth it. I really do believe that honestly, just the good information really is worth the money. All right, that is 753 solds. Let's find out what is selling best. That is a lot of volume, so barber jackets are good, but you just need to be sure about what you're buying. All right. Uh, Being a reseller is essentially all about habits in the end. Because you are a reseller, you're essentially working for yourself, even though you're using eBay to do it. But you are stuck with the fact that you need to set your own schedule as a reseller. One of the things about that is you need to understand that you actually do need to do things like study. So it's 573 solds for cotton. So just creating a habit of studying in your life as a reseller is one of the most important things you can do for yourself at getting better. Um, People who do not really know what they're doing to start with, which is just the way it starts out, um, will get better if they study, and they will look back at the last 6 months of their reselling and the place they are at now, and they'll realize they actually really didn't know anything back then. It's fine. The fact that you can realize you didn't know anything back then and you're getting better now is really important. All right. So we're at about 50. No, that was about 30% sell through. There was 1,500 listed. So there's about 500 solds. We're gonna go to see all. See if we can start whittling down the factors some more. All right. Let's go to style. Type laser. Not quite seeing what I want. Let's go to features. Full zip. Let's go to closure. All right. Seems like zip is selling for the most. 371 listed in zip, or solds in zip. 371 solds in zip, and 861 listed. We're getting closer to 50% sell through. That's 355 solds. Still working on getting it whittled down. Oh, I do not believe there is an actual item specific for waxed cotton. So let's just add the word wax in here. There's 328 results for solds. And 791 listed. So that is about 50% sell-through. We're probably going to have to go for color and size next. I try to avoid that as much as I can. It limits your options. You may find a jacket from Barber in the thrift store, but it's just the wrong size. You have to move on. I don't like that, but it does happen. 328 solds. Oh, looks like we lost the filter. All right, going for see all. Working on it. All right. Um, Given the fact that this is such a large brand and it does seem to have a lot of competition, you're going to want stuff that probably doesn't have any damage to it. Damage to these things that you have to call out is probably not something that you want to have to deal with. It will slow down the sales. Wow. All right. That is lazy resellers. Not specified. 271 people did not say the color of what they were selling. That's ridiculous. Those are lazy people. All right. I'm actually a little disgusted by that. Anyways, pattern not specified 70. All right, let's check size. They probably do have to talk about size. All right, here we go. Looks like there is better sell-through in the larger sizes. Let's do 8 to 16. Let's see, what is that? It's 120, 170, 200. We're looking at about 240 solds. $550 listed. Oh, wrong button. All right, let's get back to solds. And we're at 50% sell-through still. Let's try jacket coat length. Let's try mid-length. Honestly, mid-length is just another word for regular. 211 solds. And 377 listed. That is a little bit better. It's creeping up sell through. When you start to mess with the filters, make sure you're always going back to the solds. You can imagine looking at the numbers for stuff that's just listed can end up seeming like a mirage. You'll look at cotton and see that there's 300 listed for cotton. You'll assume that cotton sells best. Don't make that mistake. Just make sure you're actually checking the proper numbers. All right. I don't want to fiddle with the price, and honestly, the fact that there's that many unspecified for color is a little disgusting. Studded. That's a little less common as a keyword. Let's go for studded. What's studded? Honestly, just the fact that they have buttons. Yeah, I think it's the brass buttons. Oh, might have hit the wrong one. 119. Oh, okay. 109 listed. I think we might have gotten there. 90 solds. That's pretty close to 100%. I think I can work with that. All right. Let's go over those filters. There's a lot of them. Cotton, mid-length, studded, size 10 to 16, and full zip. All right. Those are selling just about 100% sell-through. It does look like it's mostly solid colors. The keyword is studded. That seems to be the keyword. Honestly, it's not a keyword. It's actually an item specific. But just knowing that all you have to do is click the button studded and it raises the sell through is intensely important. The item specifics really do matter. All right, Barber studded jackets. They're going to be waxed cotton, probably have a corduroy collar. They'll be boring looking. Let's get a quick look at the tag real quick and we'll be done. Oh, there's the tags. All right, thank you.